Hey guys, welcome. It is day 85 of 366. We've got another good one here. August 22nd. Don't sweat the small stuff. It is essential for you to remember that the attention you give to any action should be in due proportion to its worth. For then, you won't tire and give up if you aren't busying yourself with lesser things beyond what should be allowed. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. In 1997, a psychotherapist named Richard Carlson published a book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. It quickly became one of the fastest selling books of all time and spent years on the bestseller lists, ultimately selling millions of copies in many languages. Whether you read the book or not, Carlson's pithy articulation of this timeless idea is worth remembering. Even Cornelius Fronto, Marcus Aurelius' rhetoric teacher, would have thought it a superior way of expressing the wisdom his student attempted in the quote above. They both say the same thing. Don't spend your time, the most valuable and least renewable of all your resources, on things that don't matter. What about the things that don't matter but you're absolutely obligated to do? Well, spend as little time and worry on them as possible. If you give things more time and energy than they deserve, they're no longer lesser things. You've made them important by the life you've spent on them. And sadly, you've made the important things, your family, your health, your true commitments, less so as a result of what you've stolen from them. I have been guilty of spending time on things that don't matter as much. Sometimes I feel like I have a 9-year-old son. I feel like I've spent more time working than I should have and less time with him. I've spent lots of time on frivolous goals that were, goals based on vanity, just like, look at me, look what I did, and it was just kind of pointless. Also, I've spent, I consider myself an introvert, and I keep my circle really small. And I've pumped a lot of energy into some people that I should have never even invited in the circle to begin with. And so, the older I get, the more I realize that, as sad as it may be, most of the things we do, and they'll be forgotten. I think it was Maya Angelou who said, people will forget what you've done, people will forget what you've said, but they won't forget how you made them feel. And the older I get, the more I realize that, although I do believe we should have some YOLO, live a little bit Epicurean, have a little YOLO in our lives, enjoy ourselves, while we're here. I believe that if we're not making the world better and providing value, we're almost wasting our time. And if you want to live on after, your physical self is gone, do the most good you can. Make people feel good. Do your duty, as the Stoics say. Your duty is to be good. And then you'll live on.